was shocked with the acceptability of Agashikudi, and that also motivated and provoked the idea and the fact that I have to go on and do something bigger. So, which made me actualize my dream of bringing Jagun Jagun into picture. Alright, so Jagun Jagun, my major motive of producing Jagun Jagun was to pass a social message in a cultural way. And of course to showcase the beauty of Yoruba culture to the entire world. So Jagun Jagun is a fiction. It's not an historical event. It's a story I came up with, and it's a satire. Right. So it has nothing to do with any history of Yoruba land that has happened before. It's the story that I came up with, and it took us almost 6 months to put together the storyline of Jagun Jagun because we're going back and forth. I intentionally paid attention to details because I tried as much as possible to produce a film which is going to be flawless. All right. So I invited members of the industry that are very vast in what they do, elders. I even invited some novices that in the audience just to feel the audience perspective when I was putting together the story of Jagun Jagun. So we eventually had a script after about the 6th draft. We were going back and forth, and we went to the location. It was shot in Oyo town, in Oyo State. And so after the completion of the story, one of the major challenges we had was casting. All right, there are so many beautiful actors that I saw in different roles, but unfortunately the language barrier could not make them come on set. We were even had to take up trainings for some of those cast to be able to speak indigenous Yoruba language. Indigenous Yoruba language is totally different from the one we speak in Lagos. I was born, bred, buttered in Lagos, so the Yorubas we speak in Lagos is Mide Law School, Mide Law, and all that. But if you feel the pulse of the Yoruba that we speak in the movie Jagun Jagun, you know that it is more of an indigenous language. So we came up with a cast, and so I put a call through to one of the major cast, which is Latif Adedimeji, and I said to him that I have a project that's going to take about 3 months of your time. I know it's going to be a little bit difficult. And he shouted, 3 months, more. I said, yes. So 2 months is going to be for you to, keep fit, go to gym, and have about 40 days to film. Still going to have about 2 weeks of training. And to him, it sounded so challenging. And he gave his words that he was going to do it. So when we got to location, he started the journey, truly. If you look at Latif in the film, he was very fit, he had muscles, and so many people felt like, is this Latif Adedimeji, so we were fully prepared for the project. Unfortunately, the first scene he will shoot, he broke his leg. And so he felt he was not going to be able to play the role. But looking back from where he started, how he's been preparing for the role, I felt it was going to be very bad for us to say, well, because you've broken your leg, we're probably going to get another actor. And I said to him, you're going to do it. So with the help of body doubles, with the help of other crew members, because we were caught shooting, he has to shoot, we leave him to rest for a while, pick up again, and we delivered. So that was a major thing for me on that set. Okay, so we had quite a number of challenges on the set too. The major one for me was weather. The weather wasn't friendly at the beginning of our preparation to principal photography, So we had constructed, of course we built from the scratch the warrior school, Gundiji school, we built from the scratch. We were first faced with the challenge of purchasing that land. You know, we wanted to own the land. At a point, we had a nod, we paid. So, okay, so the children of the owner came back and like, no, we were not selling. Okay, we've gone halfway, like 60% constructed, and the children just came from Lagos, no way, and they were ready to destruct everything we built, you know. So that held off for almost a week, going to police station, going to the Orbas, you know, appealing to them. So until we were made to do an undertaking that we were not going to buy, we were just going to be there for a couple of months to shoot, you know. It was a major challenge. It was very demoralizing, you know. So eventually we got there, and so we built and we were ready to film, like 95% completed the construction. Then a heavy rainfall and destroyed everything we built. And of course, we had to start again from the beginning. It was a lot on the art director, Tunde Afolayan, and of course it was a lot on my pocket as well. You know, the constructing that kind of edifice you saw in the firm, you know. But to God be the glory, here we are today. All those challenges I mean, we conquered all those challenges, and then eventually it is victory. I knew Jagun would be a blockbuster, but I never knew it was going to be as much as this. You know, I got hairy when I got a message from Netflix and calling me Mr. Worldwide. You know, I was really touched that could this be a Yoruba film? You know, doing this. I got several calls from eminent people, from scholars, you know, reviews upon reviews. At the point, I had an automated response of thank you, God bless you, you know, my phone. It was overwhelming. And at the same time, I became scared. What next? Is it going to be bigger than Jagun? I was so confident I was going to beat King of Thieves. Like I told you, I had this idea of Jagun before King of Thieves, so I was confident that I was going to beat King of Thieves. But now I don't know. I have to beat Jagun. And that's more of the nightmare I've been having since the release of Jagun. But I believe in God. It can only get better.